You know how most Gen Zers keep preaching about how 2026, this year, was going to be the new 2016, trying to rehash and bring back the past, the peak time in our lifetime? Well, honestly, it might just be happening. Despite all the economic and governmental issues we got going on right now, this is the most interesting, fun-packed year we've had in a while, and I'm going to explain how. Let's start off with gaming. We got peak games like Forza Horizon 6, Wolverine coming out, Goddess of War, Subnautica 2, Modern Warfare making a comeback, hopefully, as they all say every year. Black Ops 2, I've heard reopening servers, but most importantly of all, the game the world has been anticipating and waiting for almost 2 decades is finally arriving this year, like Jesus coming back. The great and infamous, long-awaited Grand Theft Auto 6. After years of GTA 5 roleplays, the fun exotic car death runs, the sumos, the Tron games, the missions and heists, owning mansions and penthouses and all the cars in the world in Los Santos, getting griefed by level 10,000 mob bosses, blowing us the fuck up in their Oppressor Mark 2s. That shit was the most top 10 nerve-wracking gaming experiences, hearing that shit approaching your radar with a fast-ass missile ready to hit you in any second. If you were nice with it, you would have dodged it like prime Anakin Skywalker, but the gambling when the Diamond Casino came out, the Vanilla Unicorn, the clubs, the bunkers, the new mansion that had the mommy assistant,
Can I call you daddy?
the prostitutes on the streets, all the fun memories made with GTA 5. But now we have the next game, GTA 6, that I think is going to bring a new era of gaming and will be one of the most, if not the most successful video game of all time, or in the 5% chance that it fucking flops due to heavy expectation, but I highly doubt it. But let's talk about movies. Man, this year had and will still have some heat. Michael was peak as it was the first theatrical Michael Jackson biopic ever made, starring his nephew Jafar Jackson, and boy did it sell itself. People knew it was gonna be good and it turned out to be great. Fuck whatever the critics wanted. YouTubers are on the come up when the movie scene as Obsession was amazing, and the backrooms too as horror movies coming back. Toy Story 5 coming out being a great take on today's society with technology, and kids being of course a sad fun masterpiece that had grown-ass men bawling. Toy Story is the most successful franchise in animation history, as that shit had a 93% critic and audience score, being the lowest rated Toy Story movie, which says a lot. We got Supergirl coming out, which will be the first theatrical introduction to Supergirl. We got absolute peak Spider-Man Brand New Day coming out, which honestly is projected to be the best Spider-Man film ever made, if it tops Tobey Maguire's according to fans. But Tom's is by far the most successful, of course, but they're actually doing this man Spider-Man right. Comic references left and right, his environment, his character, side characters with the Hulk being back, Punisher, hopefully Daredevil, Jean Grey. Just peak after peak. And then we got Avengers Doomsday, which everyone and their fucking mom is waiting for, as we get to see Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, and the X-Men in the MCU for the first time, along with Spider-Man, all teaming up against Doctor Doom, which will be the first MCU rendition of him after Marvel torched his ass as a character in hella Fantastic Four movies in the past. Don't forget the Forgotten Gems, of course, with Project Hail Mary earlier this year, which made you cry your eyes out over a fucking walking boulder. Super Mario Galaxy was peak. I almost forgot about Dune 3. Oh my lord, that's finna of course be a guaranteed banger, as Dune 2 was insanely peak. We're finna eat good in the theaters this year, and the theaters will too, taking my entire fucking wallet. Let's talk about sports too. Football hasn't started yet, but basketball, boy, that shit was a movie. The Knicks beating the Spurs in the NBA Finals after the Spurs beat OKC in the conference finals. Man, after the Knicks won the finals, NYC went up in flames. Literally, the police couldn't even stop anything. If you walked into New York at any time during the finals, win or lose, if they had a scent that you were a Spurs fan, fuck the jersey, your ass will get jumped and shot to oblivion like it's a rivalry game. I don't think sports has ever been that serious since the mob days and the Renaissance. Where the fuck was Spider-Man at? Where was Batman? After 53 long ass years, half a century since winning the last trophy, it's well deserved having Jalen Brunson, the GOAT, with Cat and OG. But the fans, bro, y'all need to chill. I also seen an LAPD officer shot and killed a black lady's innocent doodle after the Knicks won the finals, and the Karen ass neighbors called the cops to see what's up. In the video, you see the cops answering the door already with their guns out for some reason, but she opens the door. They clearly see nothing is wrong and should have left then and there. They're scared of a fucking dog that answers the door with her, so they ask her to contain him since he was barking. But can you blame the dog since you're pulling up with your pistols out already on a lady? But anyway, they ask her to come out. The dog escapes out running towards the police officer, and in this case, I will say she could have done a better job keeping the dog in, but if he was truly just playful and not harmful, that shit doesn't matter. Then the cop pulls his gun back out after pulling it out before answering even the door, and shoots the dog point blank, emptying the clip. Seeing this shit for the first time lit a fire in me, bro, because you never kill an innocent, helpless dog, especially if you weren't in real danger, bro. Instead of shooting it, you could have, I don't know, tase the dog at least. They be making any type of guy a cop these days, because how are you a grown-ass man, a police officer even, afraid of a doodle when you deal with human threats all the time? You realize how much of a bitch as a grown-ass man you gotta be to be scared of this doodle right here? Let alone be a police officer and be scared of this. Bro just wanted to shoot his damn gun, and that's a lot of officers these days, either just trigger happy or racist, shooting just to shoot. Prayers to that lady's dog and to her, because if that was me, I'm going full John Wick on his ass, throwing away my entire life for my dog if that shit were to happen. I don't care. But back to discussion. Football better be this hype this year like basketball too. I for surely can't wait for that. And of course I'm American, so sorry to piss off my foreign viewers, but soccer is back too, with the great FIFA World Cup returning. USA is 2-0 right now, and I think they're gonna play Turkey next at the time of this video, but right now we're chilling. And I hope you guys countries are doing well too, as soccer is the most popular sport in the world, even more popular than football here in the US. The last FIFA World Cup was crazy, with Messi winning yet another title, the GOAT. Yeah, I said it. Fuck you delusional Ronaldo Glazers. And Messi, I think he just recently scored almost 2 hat tricks in the past like 2 games he played at the time of this video. Sports is hype this year. Music, I've been seeing underground rage rap and metal-esque rap take a storm, and we are in a new era of rapping right now, in my opinion. Artists like Slayer making a name for himself, along with other artists dropping heat, and most notables making new albums. Ken Carson dropping Experiment. I think J. Cole dropped some heat earlier this year. Don Toliver did. Drake's was yeah, not even just rap music in general having some bangers this year. Bad Bunny, pop singers, all that. I still don't think Tony 10's music will ever be top, but still bangers. The internet, of course, being entertaining as always, with Kai Cenat's return with Streamer University, which was peak last year, but let's hope it's peak again this year, which I bet it will be. And next year, if there is one, I will be applying. Mark my words. And there we have it. Peak milestones of 2016 so far. Let's hope 2027 can be this peak, being the new 2017, because this year was and still is going to be fun. Let's get it.